Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So today we're diving into something pretty critical, especially for industries like oil and gas, quality, health, safety, and environment management, QHSE.
Right, QHSE. It sounds like a mouthful, but it's incredibly important.
Absolutely. And we're specifically looking at how technology, especially this new wave of what they call low-code platforms, is changing the game.
Yeah, it's about building custom digital tools, but faster, more flexibly.
Exactly, to help these industries, boost efficiency, nail compliance, and just keep everything safe and running well. Asset integrity, that's a big part of it too.
It is. And we've got some interesting angles today. We're looking at why QHSE and asset management are so vital right now, the usual hurdles companies face.
The traditional challenges, yeah.
And then how digital tools, particularly Zoho Creator, are offering solutions. We'll also get into the specifics of the Zoho partner, Techno Set, who seem to be doing some impressive work in this space.
Okay, good. So our mission here, for you listening, is to really unpack how these custom digital solutions are tackling those really complex QHSE needs. A shortcut, kind of, to understanding this whole evolving area.
Sounds like a plan.
Right, so let's start with why. Why is this such a big deal right now? Maintaining pipelines, keeping assets healthy. It seems more crucial than ever in oil and gas.
Definitely. Think about, fluctuating oil prices, aging infrastructure.
Yeah.
There's a huge push to get the most out of existing assets safely.
And these assets, they're often, well, they've been around a while, right? Operating beyond their original design life sometimes.
Exactly. And managing that is tough. You've got information scattered everywhere. Inspection reports here, maintenance logs there.
Or just in people's heads.
Right. And when experienced folks leave, that knowledge walks out the door. That's a real risk.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't overlook the human side. Safety, personnel well-being, it's paramount.
It has to be. Sadly, industry history shows us why that focus is just non-negotiable.
So those are some pressures. What about the traditional headaches in managing QHSE? Corrosion comes to mind.
Oh, yeah. Corrosion is a constant battle for things like pipelines and equipment. It directly hits safety and performance. Big problem.
And regulations, I hear they're complex.
Understatement of the year. The compliance landscape in oil and gas is incredibly intricate and is always changing. Staying up to date is a massive challenge.
Okay, so intricate regulations, aging equipment, knowledge walking out the door.
And add to that, the risks themselves are getting more complex. So the old ways, paper forms, maybe some disconnected software, they're just not cutting it anymore.
Right, which brings us to digital transformation. This seems to be where things are heading for integrity management.
It really is. And low-code platforms are a really interesting part of that story.
Explain that a bit more. Low code. It means you can build software faster, right? Without needing, armies of traditional programmers.
Pretty much. It uses visual interfaces, drag-and-drop components, that sort of thing. It lets companies or partners for companies build custom applications much more quickly, tailored exactly to what they need.
Which is perfect for something as specific as QHSE in oil and gas.
Exactly. And that's where companies like Techno Set come in. They're a Zoho partner, and they specialize in using Zoho Creator, that's Zoho's low-code platform, to build these tailored ERP systems and business apps.
ERP enterprise resource planning, so managing all the core business processes, but customized.
Precisely. Custom-built for the unique demands of, say, an oil and gas company's QHSE requirements.
And Zoho Creator itself.
Yeah.
What can it actually do for QHSE? What kind of applications are we talking about?
Well, think about automating inspections. Instead of paper checklists, you have a mobile app.
Okay.
Safety procedures, compliance workflows. You can build apps to manage all of that, specifically for oil and gas needs.
And the data collection. You mentioned mobile apps, so technicians in the field can input data right there.
Yes. Real-time data capture. That's huge. It gets rid of manual data entry back at the office, which saves time and, crucially, reduces errors. Reporting becomes much faster.
No more trying to read messy handwriting.
Exactly. And it gets better. Workflow automation. If an inspection flags an issue, the system can automatically trigger notifications, assign tasks.
Ah, so immediate action.
Right. Instant notifications mean problems get addressed quickly before they potentially escalate. It really minimizes human error and boosts accountability. Someone has to follow up.
And I imagine for environmental incidents, that real-time data is even more critical.
Absolutely. Your response needs to be based on the latest ground truth. No delays.
Okay, so let's talk more about Techno Set. You mentioned they're experts with Zoho Creator.
They really are. They've actually been recognized for it. They hold a Master of Creator status.
Impressive.
And they came in second globally in a big Zoho Creator partner competition, the Hackathon, in 2024.
Wow, okay. So they clearly know their stuff when it comes to this platform.
It certainly seems so. Their focus is on using it to help businesses automate processes, build solutions that fit their specific way of working.
And they have specific solutions for oil and gas.
Yes, one of their award winners is called TechnoCal. It's a calibration ERP.
Calibration. So making sure instruments are accurate.
Exactly. Things like pressure gauges, flow meters, crucial stuff in oil and gas. TechnoCal helps manage that whole calibration process to ensure accuracy, which ties directly into safety and operational efficiency.
Okay, so let's connect the dots. What are the big wins for an oil and gas company using a custom system like this built on Zoho Creator for QHSE? Automation seems key.
Definitely. Standardizing processes. Remember those digital checklists? Everyone follows the same protocol every time. Consistency goes way up.
And less paper, presumably. Streamlined workflows.
Big time. Less paper, lower admin costs. That efficiency gain is real, and it also helps with sustainability goals, which is increasingly important.
That makes sense. What about growth? Can these systems adapt?
That's another beauty of platforms like Zoho Creator scalability. You don't have to boil the ocean.
Right.
You can start small. Build a module for, say, incident reporting first. Get that working well. Then add modules for inspections, audits, compliance tracking, whatever you need as you grow or as needs change.
And if regulations change, you don't have to scrap the whole system.
No, that's the flexibility aspect. You can adapt workflows, update forms, modify processes within the platform, usually much faster than with traditional custom-coded software.
Okay. And integration. Can these systems talk to other tools?
Yes, that's often a key requirement. Zoho Creator can integrate with other tools, like Zoho Analytics for deeper data insights, or even GIS platforms.
GIS, Geographic Information Systems.
Yeah.
So you could see inspection data on a map, maybe.
Exactly. Visualize where issues are happening. Centralizing that data from different sources gives you a much clearer picture for managing QHSE effectively. Breaking down those data silos is critical.
Makes sense. You get a more holistic view, spot trends, manage risks better.
Precisely.
Okay, so let's try and summarize this deep dive. It really sounds like custom ERP solutions built on these agile, low-code platforms like Zoho Creator offer some serious advantages for QHSE in tough industries like oil and gas.
I think that's fair to say. Better data accuracy, automated processes, easier compliance, safer operations, potentially more sustainable ones too.
And the success of partners like Techno Set with their awards and specific solutions like TechnoCal really highlights that pairing the right platform with the right expertise can deliver powerful results for these very specific industry needs.
It shows the potential is definitely there.
So that leaves us with something for you, our listeners, to think about.
Right. As industries like oil and gas put an even bigger focus on safety, on sustainability, on just running lean and efficient operations.
How critical does this ability to quickly build and adapt custom digital solutions become? Is it moving from a nice-to-have to a real competitive necessity?
And looking ahead, as low-code tech keeps evolving, what other possibilities might open up for managing QHSE? What haven't we even thought of yet?
Interesting questions to ponder. That's all for this deep dive.
Thanks for tuning in.